Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Kimmy and I'm so excited that you are here. Today I am going to be sharing what I eat in a day. So I'm gonna take you through the whole day, share everything that I eat, and also why and how I create my meals. So this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna share a lot of great tips in here, and then I'm also going to share the recipes in a PDF below. So you'll be able to get everything in there, but make sure you watch because I'm going to share a lot of helpful tips that will help you eat healthier with more ease. You wanna say good morning? Good morning. Can you wave? Say hello. So every single morning I start off with a warm lemon water with a dash of cayenne pepper. So I first start off every weekend to get ready for the new week. I freeze lemon juice into ice cube trays. And then in the morning, I'll pop an ice cube out of the tray into a mug with some room temperature water first. And then I add boiling water on top, about half and half, room temp and half hot water. And then I add a dash of cayenne pepper. There's a lot of reasons why I do it. So important before you eat, and especially if you consume caffeine in the morning, you definitely want to be hydrating. And also the lemon is packed with vitamin C. It helps promote healthier skin health and also benefits your immune system, as well as like so many more things. It can help promote healthier digestion. So lemon is amazing. I love lemon in the morning. I love lemon on my salads. So I do that, and then cayenne pepper helps to give you a little bit of a metabolic boost. I've been doing that for as long as I can remember. You want to do room temperature water first with the lemon juice, because if you boil water, pour it right on top of the lemon juice, it will burn off those really good enzymes that you want to be consuming. So just a little helpful tip. So I do this in the morning. First thing that I do, I have a big glass of water, then we go for a walk or a run, and then we come back and I make my lemon water, and then I make my smoothie. I do go on a fasted walk. When I was pregnant, I did not. I ate first. But I do that. It's not like for any specific reason, other than like mainly I'm not super hungry in the morning. And if I work out in the morning, my appetite will be so much like better. I'll have an increased appetite. So I'll be able to like actually drink my morning smoothie, where if I don't work out and I don't move my body, then I won't. No, thanks. Are you grabbing me? If I don't work out and I don't move my body first thing, then I typically like won't even be hungry and I won't finish my smoothie. Let me just like take a look at what just happened. Thank you very much. He already had yogurt with peach and mango, and now he's having these organic smoothie melts, and we have been loving these since Gavin was like 6 months. They're literally just organic coconut milk, organic mango, organic carrot, and lemon juice. And I think I actually talked about them in a previous vlog, but they melt in your mouth really easily compared to like a lot of other puffs that I tried. I was really nervous about choking hazards. They are like kind of big, but they do melt like right away, so I don't get too nervous about like choking, where a lot of the other puffs, they really made me nervous. Anyway, we're gonna make a smoothie. So I don't know, I've been craving something like a little different, and I either want an almond joy smoothie or a strawberry smoothie. The thing is that if I do the almond joy smoothie, you can't have any because it has cacao nibs in it. Okay, let's make a smoothie. I'm gonna get my stuff together and then we will make it. All right, I'm gonna make the almond joy smoothie. I had one the other day and it was delicious. I'm gonna make it a little bit different. And I'm gonna make a little extra so that way Gavin can have some. He loves to steal my smoothie. He can't steal my smoothie because I'm gonna add cacao nibs in it, but I'm going to save him a little extra before I add in the cacao nibs. So that way he can have some of it. There's no way that he's hungry because you've eaten so much already. Okay, so, oh boy, we're off to a great start this morning. Okay, so I'm gonna do some almond milk. I've been loving making my own, but like some weeks, you know, like you need a little help. And then we are going to add in some chia seeds. I posted a reel on Instagram and it showed these containers. I love using them to store like anything, hummus, seeds. They're a little expensive, but I think they're so worth it. They're wrapped in silicone and you can see what's inside just enough, and I think they're great. I want to order more actually, but love those. I will try and link some stuff below that I use in this video. And then I have some frozen banana. I'm just gonna add all of this in, a little extra. And then I have these coconut packets. I always keep these on hand. Coconut is a great source of healthy fats, and I love adding it in wherever I can. Not everyone's a huge coconut fan, like I totally get that, and especially this is an almond joy smoothie, so if you're not interested in coconut, you can just skip it and just add in like almond butter, if that's your vibe. Okay, so I'm just going to put that right in. Okay, we have a helper this morning. I'm gonna add in a little ice. I'm gonna do some pea protein, just a scoop of this. Okay, pumpkin seed protein. Pumpkin seeds are not a complete source of protein, but it is good added protein. So I mostly do the pumpkin seeds because of the magnesium benefits. You can just do straight pumpkin seeds. You don't have to do the powder. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more coconut. I'm gonna do these organic coconut shreds. So I'm gonna blend this up the way that it is right now. So that way I can save some for Gavin, even though he really just wants to eat from my glass, but not today because I want cacao nibs. And I'm often deprived of having the smoothies that I really want, which are like the ones that have like the cacao nib chunks in them, you know? Like I love a good like, what am I doing? I love a good like mint, like chocolate and mint smoothie, but I can't have them because he can't have chocolate yet. And he just likes to drink my smoothie. All right, let me go blend this. I'm gonna stop talking. Took some out and gave some to the little guy. And now I'm gonna add in some cacao nibs. There's a lot of health benefits to cacao nibs. If you don't like banana, you can do dates and that will help to sweeten it. And dates are also low glycemic. Let's pour this in. So I love doing smoothies in the morning. They're quick and easy. Because I'm a mom, I find it so much easier to have a smoothie than to be making like a full breakfast like on the stove top. It's just way easier to do it this way. Also, Gavin loves smoothies, so that's a huge plus. But smoothies, it's a great way to get in a lot of vitamins and nutrients, a great way to pack in protein and fiber. The other reason why I love smoothies is because they're broken down for you. So if you're someone that is in a rush in the morning, you're probably often just like, you know, scarfing down your food. You're probably not chewing it fully, especially in the morning when you're busy. And smoothies are broken down for you in the blender. So you don't have to worry about any digestive discomfort. You don't have to worry about bloating so much. When you are carefully chewing your food or sipping on something that is already broken down, you will feel less bloated. You'll have more energy because your digestion won't be in such distress of trying to break down large pieces of food. So that is why I opt for smoothies pretty much all the time. Not shown was pomegranates. We snacked on some pomegranates. They have incredible antioxidants and vitamin C. I'm gonna make Gavin's lunch and then we will chat and we will make my lunch, and it's gonna be a good one. One important thing to my day is hydration. So I make a big glass of water with some ice, and that's not something that I ever did before I had Gavin, but after I gave birth, those first like few months, it was hot and it was summertime, and also like you get like the night sweats like for a little while, and I started doing ice in my water to like really cool me off, and now it's just something that like I can't go without, and especially with like breastfeeding, I feel like I like needed some ice cold water. I don't know. I do some electrolytes. I use these electrolyte packets that I get on Amazon, and they're great. I will link them below. But I put half of that in a big glass of water and I sip on this all day. Now it's time for lunch. Okay. So yesterday for lunch, I made this really easy Southwest bowl, and I wanted to do like a taco burrito bowl type of thing. And I wanted to make it super easy. So I put a bunch of veggies on a sheet pan and put it in the oven with like some oil and seasonings, and it came out amazing. So I still have some leftovers. So this made about like 3 servings. And there's like corn and red bell pepper, tomato, onion, black beans. And it was truly delicious. I did it with some kale and some Abbott's Butcher plant-based chorizo, which is amazing. I'm gonna use the rest of that today. And then I topped it with this Coco June yogurt for a little creaminess and some avocado. I did sriracha, I did cilantro, and it was delicious. So we're gonna do it again today, and I'm gonna walk you through it. Okay, so first we're gonna add our kale to the bottom of the bowl. It's kind of like a burrito bowl. Now, a lot of people take the stems off their kale. I like to eat it because there's a lot of nutrients in there, and it truly doesn't bother me. So I talk about meal prep all the time. I've talked about it in my past videos. It saves me so much time. Like today, it's saving me so much time. Like I don't have to make anything from scratch. Like I simply just heated that up, cut up some kale, and I already have lunch basically prepped. So this is gonna take me just like minutes to do. Really, I don't know if you can see, but I just put everything on this tray and then heated it up that way. Plant-based chorizo first. So I'm not a huge fan of plant-based meats, but when I find a clean one, I know I have to share it. So Abbott's Butcher is the brand, and I bought it at Whole Foods. I don't know if they have it at Sprouts, which is the other place that I shop. I'm gonna add the veggies. I became a vegetarian when I was 13. My diet like kind of has shifted between then, but I haven't eaten meat at all since then, like animal meat. I used to really enjoy plant-based meats, not knowing like, you know, what was in them. Like it was just, this was like when I was 13, which was a long, long, long time ago. And I literally had no idea what was in anything. It was like during a time when there was not a whole lot of information. Being vegan or plant-based was like definitely not popular. Now I'm gonna use the rest of this plant-based yogurt. So this is my favorite sriracha. It is sweetened with date syrup, which is really hard to find, and date syrup is low glycemic, like I mentioned earlier. And this hot sauce is delicious, and it has a little bit of cleaner ingredients, which I really enjoy. I also included this recipe in the PDF that you can find below as well. It's really, really good and easy to make. Like this literally took me minutes to heat up and put together. Is your lunch good? Yeah. And here is our bowl. How good does that look? So we have the yogurt, veggies, the plant-based meat, avocado, kale, and then I added cilantro and sriracha on top. And now we're gonna enjoy this together. You gonna have lunch with me? Yeah? I'll show you a close-up too. I am very excited about this. The addition of the yogurt is just perfect. Like, it just makes it like creamy and delicious, and yeah, you're gonna love this one. Gavin woke up from his nap, and it wasn't a very long nap. Yeah. So we're gonna do snack time. He's having some applesauce now, and then we're having kind of a random snack, at least random for me. I think a lot of people do this, but it's a good light snack. I got these thin stackers. They are rice crackers, rice cakes, but they're thin, and I got them from Thrive Market, and we've been loving them. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of this peanut butter. It's unsalted, unsweetened. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. Let's get started on dinner, and then we can chat a little bit. It's gonna be a super easy dinner. We just got back from the bookstore. It is almost 5:10, just about 5:10, and we usually eat between like 5 and 5:30, so I'm gonna try and have this on plates in 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. I don't feel like chopping anything up. I'm going to do, I have some lasagne from Jovial. It's amazing gluten-free pasta. I have the Jovial crushed tomatoes. It is literally just tomatoes and tomato puree, no citric acid, no nothing. So it's just the tomatoes. So I love having these on hand. They're a little bit pricier than canned, but I do really love these. So I'm gonna do a whole jar of this with some seasonings. Normally I would do nutritional yeast for protein, but I don't have any. So I'm trying to figure out what to do for protein. Okay, I was gonna try and get away with not chopping any veggies, but I do have some fresh basil from the garden I have to dice up. And then I'm gonna cut up a shallot and a few cloves of garlic. I'm gonna do a little oil first, and then I'm gonna add the shallot in with the garlic, and then I will add in the tomato sauce. Most days I have it together. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have it together like every single day. I do think that today my brain is just like all over the place, and I don't know, it was just like a tough day. We had a tough day. Gavin was like all up in the plants and throwing dirt everywhere. I don't know. I just feel like some days I really have it all together and I feel like I can balance it well, and then other days, I don't know, there's just some random hard days and they just don't, they start off kind of funny and they end kind of funny. That's just how it is. Okay, so pasta is boiling. I gotta set a timer. I totally forgot. That is how distracted I am. But I'm gonna pour this whole jar of tomatoes right in. I added salt, and now I'm gonna dice up the basil, and then I'm going to chop up some walnuts. I got this, I think it's called a porter. I don't know, porter. I'm not sure the name for this thing. I got it at Target. I've been wanting one for a while. And I'm going to crush up some of these nuts. I got these organic sprouted walnuts from Thrive Market. If you don't buy sprouted nuts, I definitely recommend it. It is more expensive, like quite a few dollars more, but they are easier to digest when they're sprouted. And honestly, they taste like really good. I don't know what it is. And Thrive Market's almonds, I think it's their sprouted almonds. They taste amazing. So I'm literally gonna crush these walnuts in here. I'm pretty sure like you can make a pesto in this thing, but I'm literally just like crushing up the walnuts, and then I'm gonna add them to the sauce. Okay, and then now I'm going to add in the juice from one whole lemon. Okay, pasta is like almost done. This should all be ready in under 15 minutes. I think I did it. But so anyway, here it is. I added more salt, black pepper, lemon, and there's the walnuts and basil in there. And we're gonna let this sit until the pasta's done. So this recipe will also be included in the downloadable that will be in the description box. So, what you doing over there? It's just storing the pantry. Cool, cool. Okay, I poured the pasta right in and she is looking good. Let's give it a taste test. I really wish I had the nutritional yeast. It would have just made everything so much better. I love a good red sauce. Huh. I'm about to shower. I still have stuff left to do as always. Like, okay, if you're a mom watching this, like, honestly, is there ever a time where like you don't have to do anything? Like, okay, so anyway, we went to the bookstore today. I got a new book to read. But first, let me tell you about the book that I just read. So I read this book here, Tom Lake by Ann Patchett. This is like a really good read. It was so good. The ending kind of had me feeling a lot of the feels, but this was a good one. I definitely recommend. I have another book picked out that I'm gonna read next, but I pretty much went to the bookstore to like get out of the house, and obviously gotta get a book while you're there. Something about being at the bookstore just really, I don't know, just makes me so much calmer, just being around books. I got Lessons in Chemistry. If you've heard of this book or read it, well, if you've read it, let me know what you think. I'm excited to read it. We're currently watching the show on Apple TV, and so far I'm obsessed. But I have heard from people that read the book, they're not super into the show because they obviously think the book is better, which I feel like that is always the way with like movies and books and stuff. So I try to watch the movie or show first and then read the book. I don't know, a lot is different in a book and there's way more detail. So I'm not worried about already knowing like what happens. So we're gonna finish watching the show and then I'm gonna read the book. But I heard that the book is really good and it's a New York Times bestseller and lots of raving reviews that I've heard. Anyway, I'm gonna go shower. I still have to clean the playroom and what else? Just, you know, the long list of things to do. But anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. This was fun. Again, all of the recipes will be in a downloadable link in the description below. So you can save them and come back to them anytime you want. For the pasta recipe, I am going to post the original recipe. Today was like a super quick version, and the original way that I make it is so much better, more flavorful, and I'm going to post that recipe as well. So thanks for hanging out with me. Make sure that you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you soon.